finally we've arrived in career mode. I'm driving this massive steam locomotive through the countryside here. Get the big steam loco license, they said. No, not happening. I have to find... Oh, hello. I didn't realize you were there. Yes, welcome back to the channel. This is episode 19 of my Derail Valley career mode playthrough. And we are here today at Harbour and Town. This is where we finished off in episode 18, card up above. If you haven't checked out episode 18 yet, go ahead and give it a look. And I'm staring at the engine shed of... Harbour and Town, and I can see here that there's two SH282 big steam engines waiting for me. Unfortunately, I don't quite have the license for them yet, but I am hoping to have that solved by the end of this episode, okay? And that is a pledge I'm making, because in the last episode, episode 18, I thought I was going to be able to do that, but then we had all sorts of issues with derailments and whatnot. Yeah, check out episode 18 if you haven't already, if you want to see all the shenanigans that happened there. But I promise by the end of this episode we will have the license to drive this big steam engine, and I can't wait, because this will be the first time that we would have driven it in career mode. But in order to do that first, yeah, we do need to get license for this thing as well, the DE6, which I haven't even driven yet at all in the game, but that's a different story. We're here for the SH282 today, which is the big steam engine. Unfortunately, it's not as easy as just going to the well, you know, into the office and buying the license, because we don't have quite enough money, unfortunately. Once again, episode 18 and episode 17, the one before that, has kind of thrown us a bit of a curveball with all the wreckages and derailments that we've been seeing in those previous two episodes. Those two episodes, 17 and 18, really messed me up from a monetary point of view, because I had a lot of money and I'm only just starting to bounce back now. I need 50 grand to basically buy the license for that big steam engine over there and that one. They're both the same engine, but the same type anyway. But unfortunately, I've only got 48 grand, so we don't quite have the 50k required. So in this episode, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and see if I can't do like a quick shunting job or something, I guess. Just something quick and easy, something around the yard even. Just give me 2 grand, will you? Even less than 2 grand, just under 2 grand. I just need 50k now in my wallet. And then I'll be able to purchase the license, and then we'll be on our way, I tell you, with the SH282. So it's a brand new day today. There's no more rain, which is really good, because I was getting really sick and tired of that rain in the last episode. It really caused me some issues as well, as you may remember if you did check out episode 18. But anyway, we'll go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and just see what jobs are going on at the old station office here. So just bear with me. I'll just go over there now, and we'll have a look at the old station, the job board, and just see what we've got waiting for us. See if we can do a quick shunting job, because I do have a shunting license now as of the last episode as well. I sneakily just kind of purchased that last time. And so yes, I can do a quick and dirty shunting job, hopefully. There hopefully should be some around here somewhere. And that should net me around only a few K that I need to make up my 50. And then I'll go ahead and buy that license for the big steam engine. And then we'll take that for a bit of a ride today, I think. So let's have a look. Now that we're actually here, whilst I was yammering on. Let's have a look. Shunting. I just want something quick and easy. Nope, that's too far away. Here we go, 15 grand. Unload and store a train with steel rails. This is actually the very same train that I delivered here in the previous episode. So it's asking me to basically just unload and store it. Okay, yep, let's do this. Okay, so basically this is a shunting unloading job here. You can see here we've got some cranes moving around. And these are going to help us unload all of these steel rails from our last episode and basically unload the train. So you've got here this little cargo transfer control panel, and these things exist wherever you've got these loading, unloading kind of cranes, as you can see. So I just thought it'd be quite cool to show this off a little bit. So basically it tells you here what this machine loads and unloads. So you can see there's quite a list. I don't even know why they have to list all of these, but anyway. Training range, unload, D7L, yes. train in range. So basically you can load or unload. So this, I guess, yeah, this machine is telling you what it can load and what it can unload as well. There's quite a few things, and steel rails is at the top of the list, so that's always handy. So now all I have to do is just push this or pull this lever across, I guess, to unload, and then we'll magically see all of these steel rails just become unloaded from our train. Right, okay, well, you probably don't need to see this next part. I'm just going to move this thing over to, well, where does it need to go? We need to go to G6S, okay? So I guess I'll just catch you all at G6S. I'm not going to kind of... Okay, well, so I'm going to go back to the station office and validate this job of ours here, and this should net us $15,000 actually, not 9,000. I don't know where I got 9,000 from. This is a good day, folks. This is the day where we get the big SH282 license. So let's go ahead and validate this. Oh, so annoying. Okay, here we go. Take two. Yay. Just made the bonus time too by, just on 6 minutes there. Yes, so that's $23,000 we've got now. That's 23 grand, just over 23 grand into the old kitty. So now that we've got 71 grand, we should easily be able to purchase. We've got some license fees here, that's fine. Let's get rid of those. Okay, licenses. Come on, I've waited almost 2 episodes for this. Well, well, this is the second episode that I'm waiting for it. Just buy it already. Yes, here it is. Let's have a little bit of a celebration like this. Or we just kind of jump around a little bit. Just like that. And notice our insurance copay just keeps going up each time as well. Oh, of course it does. Alright, well, don't need to carry this with us, but I am going to put it in our backpack. Just along with all the other licenses. Why not? Okay, well, that's it, folks. We can basically go ahead and drive the SH282. Now, the question is, where on earth are we going? The thing is, with Harbour and Town, all the locations are pretty far away. So I guess we could go back up to the steel mill. Let's see what jobs we've got here, shall we? Logistical haul. I want to make some big cash. I want to make some big money, you know. 41 grand, 500 ton. We can do this one. Freight haul of a whole bunch of things to City Southwest. Well, it's the next day. Because I was running low on light last night, so I thought I'd wait it out, and it's the next day basically. So it's what is it? It is now 6 a.m. in the morning, and somehow overnight, it seems like an extra SH282 has materialized in the engine shed somehow. But to me, folks, that is a signal or a sign from the gods that this is going to happen today. We are taking the SH8. Oh, I just heard a little cat. We are taking the SH282, the big steam loco. You can see 3 examples here. We are taking that today, and I think I'm going to take this one here, L036, 125 ton worth. I'm going to take that, and it's amazing how long this engine is, this SH282. I guess the 8 means that there's 8 driving wheels basically, so that means there's 4 axles on this thing. So without further ado, I think we'll make an early start today. I have gone ahead and validated my order, which I was just talking about just now, in the previous day that is. But yes, we'll be taking a whole pile of electronics, tooling, lots of medicine, and all sorts of supplies, I guess. Supplies to City Southwest. I think that's probably a good way to describe this episode. So yes, I'm going to go ahead and take this locomotive, and I think we're just going to no, this one here, I forget already which one I'm taking, and we're going to go ahead and do this job, I think. So the turntable, I think, is already lined up, so time is a passing, folks. So let's go ahead and get this show on the road, because we do need to do a little bit of a cold start here. So first thing I like to do is I'm going to close the damper right down to minimum, and pardon me, we do have our expert shovel today, so that is going to make driving this thing really cool. So I've never driven the SH282 with an expert shovel in career mode before. This is a first. You can see how little coal that's adding each time. This thing has a cavernous firebox, as you can see in there. You can pretty much fit a few people in there, I guess, if you wanted to. Anyway, okay, so let's get the fire going. Okay, yep. Oh, they've changed that a little bit, so you don't have to throw your lighter in anymore. Always, it's the first start that uses the most coal, so let's just keep the coal coming, because otherwise this fire is going to this thing is basically a beast starting up. So oh, okay, look at that. Actually, I wonder if this damper is reversed. It might well be. I'm not quite sure. Well, the firebox is at 1200 degrees already, so I think that's just the way of the world. We've got heaps of water in there, so we don't need to add any water. What we need to do while this thing is... Whoa, look at that. It's already used up all of its coal. This is going to be interesting indeed, I think. Yeah, that's really interesting with the firebox. I'm not too sure what's going on there. Why is it so hot? Let's move the damper a little bit up. I don't think that's going to make a difference. Well, we are raising steam anyway. We can see there that steam pressure is building. I'm just waiting for the coal to stabilize before I go outside and turn on the lubricator and the air pump and all that kind of stuff. So this thing is really eating the coal today. Right, well, let's go ahead and just quickly turn on the lubricator. At least then, and we'll have to jump up to here. Air pump, which will furnish our brakes. And then, over here, we've got our generator. That's what that whirling sound is. Oh, there we go. I think finally we've got some heat in the firebox now. Missed that sound. Okay, cut off forward. Make sure the cylinder drains are open and there's no one in front of us. Reverser forward, handbrake off. And while we're at it, we're just going to throw a little bit more coal into this thing. And we can pull forward on the throttle. Let's take the brakes off. That always helps as well, doesn't it? Okay, that's better. Onto the turntable. Sun is coming out. This is the reason why we've got to make an early start with these steam engines, because time passes. It's not just a matter of turning on the diesel engine and then away you go, is it? There's a whole bunch of preparation, and so let's get this turntable, make sure that the engine is more or less, could have just going the long way around here, but that's fine. We are clear, so we'll go ahead and just there we go. And quickly go back on board before the fire goes out, in case it's threatening to go out on us. Coal's looking a bit low. This thing really does eat the coal, I tell ya. I'm trying to figure out how this damper works. Leave a comment below if you is this thing maybe reversed in the SH282. I know in the S060 that pushing it all the way to the floor is how you actually reduce the damper. But in any case, away we go. This thing is a real beast, isn't it? It's amazing. I love it. Okay. Alright. Just use the handbrake here to slow us down. Okay, so we basically need to back up all the way to... Where are we going? We're going to pick up our load of freight, which is in the E10 or E10 track. Okay, I'll catch up with you in just a moment, I promise, and we'll hook up to our load and we'll get on out of here. Ooh, okay, that was a little bit hard. I keep ramming into these cars just a little bit too fast lately. And of course, we've bounced right off the buffers, so we need to back up again. So we'll just give it a little bit of throttle. Well, make sure that we're actually... We must be pushing the cars back. Yes, okay, maybe the handbrakes are off. That's interesting. Okay, well, let's get this thing all sorted out. It's nice and early still in the morning. We'll just do a quick check of the consist here. Yep, okay, that's the handbrake that was on. So I don't think any of these other handbrakes are on. Fingers crossed. And we'll do a quick check of our order to just make sure we've got the right cars here. So CFF80, 547, yep, and then 870. It'd be rather embarrassing if we took the wrong consist all the way to City Southwest, and that is why it's always handy to actually have the right consist. Okay, all right, well, times are passing. It's 9 AM, so okay, I think everyone should be out of bed by now. We'll give the firebox just a little bit of lovin', because we've got a heck of a hill climb coming out of here. And on that note as well, let's just do a quick summary of where we're going today. So right here we're at Harbour and Town today, and our destination is City Southwest, which is CSW, all the way over here. So to get there, what I'm going to do is go out of Harbour and Town, as you'd expect. There's a crazy set of inclines right here. Then I'm thinking I'll go left and then do the old snake through here, through all these little curves and all these little switch rounds and all sorts of things. Come up this way, all the way across towards the bottom of the map, and then up, here we go, to City Southwest. Okay, so that's how I'm going to do this today. And hopefully that will be a rather uneventful ride, fingers crossed. So we'll take the handbrake off and we'll get ready to move this train, which is 507 tons, so not exactly light. But if we look at the vehicle catalog, we'll see that we are nowhere near the limit of this thing. S282, yeah, we can do, this thing can do 800 tons up a hill in the rain. So we've only got 600 behind us, so should be a bit of a milk run today. We can easily do 3,000 ton on the level, so shouldn't be an issue. We've got heaps of steam pressure. Let's just cut back on the cutoff here a little bit. We'll wind back on that and turn off our steam cylinder drains, because don't need them right now. And away we go, folks. I think you just love that. I'll never get tired of that whistle. Yeah, let's get their headlight going as well. We don't need high beam, so we'll just go 1, and that should be enough. And just open these windows a little bit like this. Let a little bit of air come through. Okay, everything's looking good so far. You can see there the firebox temp is only at about 600 degrees. Heaps of coal. Enough pressure. So pressure-wise, when I keep it above 9 bar, anywhere between 9 and 12, and this thing will be happy. If we wind back on our valve gear here, we'll save a little bit of steam pressure. That's just like changing a gear in your car. I want to keep tabs on the speed because we are speeding up here. So let's just cut back on the throttle just slightly. Don't want to be going too fast around this curve that's coming up right here. In fact, I'm going to get off the throttle completely. Just open the drains. Away we go. Okay, so very good. Got a little bit of a curve coming up here as well. Once we're around this, we should be good to just open the throttle right up and charge up that hill, because there is quite a hefty hill right around that corner there. Basically, as it disappears into the trees there, you can even see as it starts to incline upwards, it gets gnarly, folks. So once our wagons are kind of around this curve, I'm really going to put the power on, and we've got heaps of steam pressure. Let's actually, we should be using this time to feed the firebox just a little bit more, because we should be applying power right now actually. So let's go full power, and then increase the valve gear a bit, close up the cylinder drains, and we are charging, folks. We are charging. Oh no! What have I done? Yeah, we can hear it now. It's starting to struggle a little bit. Pressure's starting to come down, so this is when we can basically open up the damper a few clicks, because we've got the throttle on full as well, so we are really working this thing hard now. This is a 2.4% grade. You can see there it's working hard because the firebox temps are actually quite high as well. Now we need to change these points over. We'll do that real fast because we need to go left. Ooh, full throttle. Let's get into the valve gear a little bit more. Shifting down. Just cresting the hill. Let's have a look at our smoke. See how it's nice and light grey. We even got some sparks flying out. Some embers are coming out of the stack there. So that's when you know that you're really working the engine hard. When you see those embers flying out like that, the sparks flying from the chimney. Look at those sparks. You know that you're really working this machine hard. I think the weather gods hopefully are going to be kind to us today. Now that we've crested the hill, let's get off the throttle, otherwise we're going to speed up way too much. Got level ground but only 50k in our limit, so keep the throttle on about half. Let's close up the damper, shall we? Because we really don't want to be making excess steam if we can help it. Water levels really come down. Although we're going downhill, so that's why... Ooh. Oh, that's a little bit... Let's get off the throttle here. Okay, we're speeding up a bit here, so let's... This is our brake indication here. 1 bar of braking, so that's good. That's a nice, reasonable amount of braking. Not a lot, but just enough to arrest downhill momentum. Okay, I might have to start pumping just a little bit of water here. It's because we're on a downhill that this is a bit deceptive. All the water's rushing to the front of the boiler. That's the reason why. We're getting that false reading. Okay, off the brake. Okay, off the water, because once we level out, the water's going to be too much. Just going for a nice old little trundle through the countryside in our lovely SH282 steam locomotive. SH282 is actually quite a docile locomotive. It's not really that difficult to drive once you get the hang of it. It's a massive lumbering beast, and you'll be rewarded by treating it with care and making all of your movements in a thoughtful, controlled manner, and just trying to anticipate the road ahead, basically. So 50k an hour limit, that's fine. We're only doing about 20. We should try and pick up the pace here a little bit. Our steam pressure is actually dropping, so let's open up the damper just a little bit here. I want to get some more pressure, because once we start pumping water again, which I'm just doing now, we're going to lose some pressure again. Let's see what our coal's looking like. Coal is fine. Just need to get more airflow through. Steam, oh sorry, the smoke is grey, so that's good. That means we've got a nice clean burn going on. You don't want too dark of a smoke happening. See that? It's nice and grey. I'm trying to run this thing so that I'm not bouncing up against the steam blow-off valve, the overpressure valve, because there's no point doing that. You're basically just throwing coal and water out the window. It feels like we're speeding up, so I'm going to get off the throttle a bit. Maybe just keep a little bit of throttle, I guess. Right. 40k an hour limit. Let's just keep a bit more throttle going. We are pumping water, so I've got to remember that. Don't want to overfill. So right now I'd estimate that we're somewhere in this region here as we make our way west towards City Southwest. Ooh, okay, I think we're picking up speed. Must be going down the hill. We're okay. Let's keep the power on a little bit. Wind back on the valve gear. Save a bit of steam. Ooh, okay, 30. Alright, that's enough for me to close up the throttle. Got some curves coming up here. Actually, I think we've got a rather big one right around here. So let's just apply a little bit of brake. Just put 1 bar of braking on. Just want to take the edge off the speed a little bit. Yep, speed limit's come down further to 20. And a 0.7 incline as well, so got to be ready for this. Let's stop pumping water to begin with, because I almost forgot. Heaps of coal. Pressure's okay. We need to be doing 20, so we're doing just over 20. We'll just ride her into the curve. I'm not going to touch the brakes or the throttle. I'm just coasting right now. We'll let the curve slow us down if need be. Really got to be careful in some areas along the bottom of the map here. They can get quite twisty. Twists and turns abound, so... Okay, let's get back on the power. Open the drains. Let's add a little bit of valve gear here. Need it. Yeah, good thing I stopped pumping water when I did, because we are quite full at the moment. Ooh, I can see the bottom of the firebox, the coal is running out. Trying to run this thing economically as well. Expert shovel is really cool for this reason. You can just meter in small amounts of coal as you wish. And that means that you're not adding too much coal. So it's excellent for efficiency. But I guess when you really need the power, if you're low on coal, you really got to put your back into it. It's a 40k an hour zone. Taking these much needed supplies to City Southwest. All manner of things on board today. Okay, let's see if we can't speed this thing up a little bit. It's a 30, but increasing after that, so let's bump up against 30 if we can. Because the speed limit's going to increase following that, apparently. Let's get a bit more coal in here. $40 and increasing. Let's give this thing full throttle. We're losing steam pressure actually, so let's open the damper slightly. We're asking for more power. Smoke's gone grey, so we're burning nice. We're burning hot. We're eating into the steam pressure though, so I've got to watch that. It's just below 9, which is a little bit of a concern. If I back off the power a bit. Ooh, okay. I forgot I was pumping water, but it turns out we're okay. Power on, asking for more power, just past the 70 zone, so if that's not an invitation to open her up, I don't know what is. Okay, let's keep the water coming in. Gonna have to open this damper up a little bit more. Give me power, give me power. 80. Wow, okay. I'm gonna need a little bit more coal, I think. Need to load her up. Our steam pressure is still dropping. Whistle. I've got a speed sign inside that tunnel. We're just doing 40, so let's add a little bit more coal and close up these doors. and stop pumping the water. What's that speed sign say? Did we pass it? Nope. Here it is. 70 and reducing. Okay. Well, we're still only doing 40, so... It feels fast, but we're just doing 40. You could argue that it feels like 40 miles an hour, actually. Okay, 50 and increasing. Level ground. We're just almost on 50. So probably want to just get off the throttle slightly here. Smoke's looking beautiful. Ooh, okay, let's get off the throttle. It's quite a curve in front of us. It's not too bad. Okay, 70 and a minus 0.6. Let's close up the damper because we don't need any additional pressure right now. It's just managed to recover over 9 bar. We'll leave it there for the moment. On the map, I really wonder where we are. I think... where did we come from? We came from back there. Are we going over there? We must be crossing over that bridge. Ooh, that's a 60 in front of us. And a junction coming up, so let's get our comms radio out and ready, because we do need to go. Which way do we need to go? We need to go to the left. I believe we're right around here. Yep, and that's a 70 over to the left, and then a 60. Oh, that came up fast. That came out real fast. I hope this is the right way. I'm pretty sure it is. There's a little bit of a triangle going on here. So if we look at the map, find that triangle. There's that triangle right there. Okay. So we're just right around here. We're about just over, well, we're about halfway there, I think. And it looks like it's a 70 and reducing, but that's fine. Keep the power on because we're only doing 40 anyway, and keep this thing moving. Try and get some speed up. Full throttle. Let's pump some more water. So we're going over this big aqueduct here, so we're basically going right here at the moment. So we've got another junction coming up, got to make sure we go left, then left again, and then we'll be going towards City Southwest, left again. Or there's an alternative route we can take. Let's just get off the power here because it's a 40, and let's stop the water for now. 40 and increasing, so the next speed sign should be a higher speed. Oh boy, there's a bit of a curve here. Very good. Back on the power. And dropping pressure again. What's going on? Let's open up the damper a bit. I've got a feeling we might need a bit of power soon, so I'm gonna put... No, don't need that. We need the expert shovel. Doing the job of 2 people here. Where are we going? So what happens when you don't watch the road in front of you? You might miss stuff. I do believe... Yep, okay, so there's Forest South, I believe, FRS. There's where I once encountered a DM3 in an earlier video. I'll put a card up above on that one, if you haven't checked that one out yet. That was the Hunt for DM3 episode. That was quite fun, that one. That's a very little idyllic location, that one, the Forest South. So that's kind of up a hill as well, as you can see. And that is basically right there. So we're coming around here right now. We're going to make sure we go left soon at the junction, otherwise we'll be going to Forest South, which is not where we want to go. Okay, so it's a minus 1.4 and a 70, but reducing. We'll get off the throttle. What's going on with the water? Oh boy. Let's start pumping. I think all the water's gone to the front of the engine. Yep. That's not great. Not in a danger zone, but at the same time, I want to see a little bit of water here, because if we don't, that's when you know you're in trouble. You know what? I might have to get on to a little bit of power. I'm sorry, braking. Let's put a bit of brake on. Ooh. Okay, and that is pointing the wrong direction. Ooh, there's a 30k an hour there. Brakes. Oh, just managed to slow this thing down. I fear that we've probably applied too much braking. Better safe than sorry though. Okay, that was a bit close. What's going on with this water situation? Oh, okay, nope. Alright. Let's open these up. Okay, I've got a bit of a downhill. This water indication is all over the shop. Let's close up the dampers. Got the cylinder drains open for the moment. So 30, and we are right on 30. Let's just open the damper 1 or 2 notches here. Okay, so location wise, we are right around here right now. Now we've got a bit of an option. I did mention that there's an alternate route just before. I'll just have a look where we're going first. Yeah, so we can take a right and go up this way and then go left, or we can go through Sawmill, I think that is. Ooh, okay, hang on. Going just a little bit too fast here. Let's see which way these points are set. I'm actually tempted to go to the right, to be honest with you. Actually, no, those points are not for us. They're going the other way. So we'll just run through these. Ooh. It's going a little bit too fast for my liking here. You can tell it's a really warm day because those insects are out and about. You can definitely hear them. At least it's not raining. Oh, need more coal. Okay, so I've got a bit of a decision to make now. We can go towards the right, or we can go straight. I'm actually thinking that I'll go right and go up this way, because it seems to be a straighter run, and I think that might be a downhill section around here at some point. Oh, okay, we're almost on the speed limit. We're doing almost 60 now. We're actually flying along. Stop pumping water. Okay, it's taken us off to... oh god. Oh boy. Let's put the brakes on. This thing's running away from us. Okay, that's better. Good thing we are going to the right, because if I had to go left, I would have had to slow down to 40, and I was going way too fast. Alright, I've got a bit of a hill here, I think, so let's get on to the power. Yeah, it's oh, okay. It's a 1.7 incline. Yeah, you can see there the water's right back at us. That's why I've got these steam drains on. I think we're gonna need some damper here, boy. We're gonna lose too much steam pressure if we're not careful here. I'm asking a lot of this locomotive right now. Yeah, we're putting too much water, but that's fine. If there's any excess, it'll get pushed out of those cylinder drains. That's why I've got them on. Wait for the water level to come down a bit before we turn off those drains. Okay, that's good. We have the throttle on full here, mind you. And this is an 80 km/h zone last I checked. Okay, let's get off the throttle. I believe we're going down the hill. Okay. Oh, there was a little bit hair raising there. 70 and reducing, so we're doing 40, we should be okay. Let's reduce, yeah, let's reduce the damper down. Keep tabs on this speed because this is the downhill section now. Actually, let's put 1 bar of brakes on. There we go, 1 bar of braking. Just to put a little bit of, yep, that's a 50 zone. And it's probably going to reduce after that. We've got 500 ton behind us, remember? And we're doing 50, which is the limit, so we might have to increase those brakes a little bit now, I think. Yep, increase the brakes. It's 40, it's a 40 limit. Still got the brakes on, back to 1 bar, because I'm not convinced that this hill is over just yet. Yeah, it's a 40 zone, and it's still a minus 1.7, so that's a fairly hefty downhill section. It's a good thing I've got the brakes on still, because we're right on the speed limit. We don't want to be going any faster than this. Oh, we've got a junction. This is where you want to be going just a little bit slower if you can. Because we need to make sure that we go off to the left. Yes, okay. We're going off to the left. Very good. Off with the brakes before we completely stall the train. Okay, off to the left. I believe that's right. Yes, we should be right around here right now. Should be a triangle. Yeah, that looks like a triangle. So look at where we're going. And where we've been. Alright folks, well I think this is the home straight now. I know it's not really straight. If you look at that, there's quite a lot of curves still. It's very overgrown around here actually. Can't even see the track. It's buried under all this undergrowth. But yes, it's got some level ground ahead of us for a change, which is good. We've got heaps of water, not touching the water. We've got the damper fully at the minimum. We can just coast now. I'm just going to put a little bit of power on. We are on the outskirts of City Southwest. Actually, this is a good point. This is a good time now because we are right around here. And we just need to go a little bit more to the west and we'll be at our destination. So let's have a look at the order and just see where we should be going. C2I. So if we have a look at the station map and we go to City Southwest, C2I. So we've got to go all the way through to the last set of points. Yeah, that's fairly easy. C2I, I think I've been there before. Yeah, okay, it's just one off to the left. That's fine. Nice and easy. Those points are set correctly. So this is the last set of points before City Southwest. Here it is. We're right around here. We started all the way over here and we made our way all the way down the bottom of the map, came up this way. I'm glad I came up this way and not went around that way like that, because I think that would have been a slower way to go. So, right. Anyway, there's City Southwest. I can see it. It's looming ahead of us. Just make sure that the points ahead of us don't take us to the left or the right. We just want to go straight through and into City Southwest, into the C yard. Should get on the whistle. Let's add a bit of power here. Whistle. Should get on the bell as well, actually. We are coming up to a level crossing. Let's get the old shovel out. Really shouldn't have to add too much more coal now, but anyway. Hang on. That needs to go left, otherwise we'll be leaving. Want to leave, want to stay within the bounds of City Southwest. Oh, let's slow this thing down because these points want to make sure that they are correct. Slow this thing way down. Basically, we want to change that set of points right there, and then that one over there like that. That should take us right into C2I, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. Okay, I'm going to turn off the bell now because it's getting a little bit annoying. We've made it, and the time is almost 6 PM, so that was a whole day's worth of driving, which does make sense. Jam the brakes on because we're getting to the end. And that, my friends, is a wrap, I think. So let's just grab the old map and make sure the drains are open. Turn on the handbrake, and we can just let that fire die out. That's fine. We've got heaps of water in there. It's not going to blow up or anything. And that is a wrap, I think. So we'll head on into the station office now and validate the job and grab our money. And that is the end of the episode. Oh, actually, we should probably just turn off a whole bunch of this stuff here, shouldn't we? Let's do this properly, shall we? So, generator. Air pump, and of course the lubricator. Now the lubricator as well still got lots of oil in there, so that's fine. It's only just took a little tip off the top there. So let's go into the station office and sort this out. The afternoon sun's really beating down on this wall here and on basically everything that faces this way. Okay, well, let's validate the job, shall we? So, here we go. Ooh, look at that. Bonus time was 116 minutes. Wow, we did it in basically, well, almost half the time, almost. So, base payment's 41 grand. I think we're going to be getting quite a bit more than that. Yeah, 62k. Right, awesome. Okay, well, the wallet is looking a lot healthier now. $82,000. So we're looking at probably getting a few more licenses soon. I would love to get a DE6 soon. The diesel electric, the massive engine, which I haven't driven yet. There's also a bunch of other hazmat licenses we can get. There's some military licenses we can start off with as well. I'm not sure why military 1 costs 100 grand and then military 2 is only 30 and then military 3 is 400. Did they mean to add another 0 here, make that 300 grand? I think they did. But yeah, that's our stats at the moment. Is actually we've got quite a few of the licenses right now. I've got 16 out of 22, so and we've got 82 grand. So let me know in the comments below what you think. I think that's been a very good episode. I'm very happy with that run I did today, and the weather held up as well, so it was a nice and easy run. It was a fair bit of load, but it wasn't too much for the old SH282. That thing is a beast, so it could have easily, even the steam shunter could have done that load. Well, with a little bit more difficulty for sure, but let me know in the comments below anyway what you think and what you think I should do next. Obviously going to take some more jobs and head out of here and do something else I think next time, but might take a different locomotive. I've got a hankering to drive the DH4 somehow, but we'll see. Sun's going down anyway, so I think it's time to end the episode. So please like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video as well. Please share the video, but otherwise thanks for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one.